and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, in my last video, guys, I did a comparison of the GoPro Hero 9 and the Hero 10. And anyway, I did a comparison, and I did it on land where I did out to a wildlife drive or a wildlife preserve and walked around there and did some shots that way. But then I took it on the kayak. And now that's the reason I buy these cameras in the first place, is for my kayaking reviews. And so I had the 9 and the 10 and this one, the GoPro Max 360. And the problem I had, I couldn't operate all three of them at the same time. Or I'd have to start this one, and then start this one. This one is always on a floating tripod. So it's away from the craft, floating away. And one of the problems I had is if I'm trying to operate this one, because it's the one furthest away from the craft, on the floating tripod via the application footage distance-wise would shut off. It would still record, but I couldn't see what was going on. With these two right here, I couldn't operate the one up forward and the one back here because you can only operate one camera at a time using the Quick app by GoPro. So I was in a dilemma. What am I going to do? How am I going to fix this problem? Well, I said, I wonder if there's a remote out there that will cover the, I only care about the 9 and the 10 now, but the 9, the 10, and the Max, and be able to run these cameras simultaneously via a remote. Now, I've heard of a few remotes out there, that the GoPro remote, I'm not sure how many it does, but I found one on the net, and it's by ReGeek, and it actually says, YOCTOP is the manufacturer, so I don't know what's going on with that. But it states this is a smart remote for GoPro 10, 9, 8, and the Max. Now, they claim that this particular remote will operate up to 5 cameras simultaneously. Now, do I know if that works or not? No, I don't. We're going to learn today together. We're going to find out. I haven't even opened this thing up yet, but I want to do all the pairing and get all 3 cameras set up and be able to see if I can operate all 3 of these cameras simultaneously. So hey, let's get into this. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to open this one up, and like I said, I haven't opened this thing up yet, so I don't even know what's in here. Now, they do say that this particular remote comes fully charged, so I'm not sure if it does or doesn't. Anyway, I don't do open boxes, but that's what it looks like in the box. And there's another box here. I would assume that's going to be the, oh yeah, this thing has a special magnetic charge. Now, that's one of the things that I wasn't too hepped up about. And I want to show you this. The way this thing charges, and it'll only charge one way. It'll only mount one way. So I'm going to look here in this. See, now if you try to mount this the other way, the magnets will repel. So you can't charge it the wrong way. It won't go on. But anyway, for charging, that's how it works. Now that's one of the drawbacks, because you're going to have to take that cord with you when you're out at an event or some stuff like that to make sure that it's fully charged when you're ready to go. But I don't think that's a big deal. So we are going to learn together. Now, this is the wrist strap, and up like that. I don't know if this is right, so I'm going to find out in a minute. And goes like this. When you, yeah, that's the right way. Now, the one thing I do like about this, one of the old remotes that I had, it sat on my wrist straight up and down like that. This one sits sideways, so you can actually drive it. Let me get my watch off here. Now, to strap it up, it's not that big a deal. And I want to see how easy this is to do. And there it is, mounted right there. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to take it off because we're going to go ahead and try to pair one of these cameras with it. Okay, it does come with instructions. So what we're going to do, I'm going to read through these instructions because I said that I haven't done this yet myself, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it, come back on camera and go ahead and knock it out. So let me read these up and then I'll be back in a minute. All right, what they say to do is to press the power button. It's right here. So you hold that until you get a remote message and the battery, and it shows it is 100%. Now we want to go to the menu. That's the wrench. So we're going to hit the wrench. Okay, and now we're going to go settings pair. We're going to pair one. So I'm going to turn this camera over. And it says to pair an item, enter into the pairing mode. And you hit the shutter button for that. That puts you in the pairing mode, I guess. Select the pair item, press the shutter button to enter the pairing mode. Okay, it is asking for a camera. All right, so I'm going to turn on the 10. Swipe down and swipe over. Go to connections, connect device, hit the remote, and connection is successful on the Hero 10. No problem at all. All right, guys, this was a little bit cumbersome to get to do this. If you're going to use multiple cameras, you have to pair, put the menu into options, and then options down to multi-on. Then you have to pair all of the cameras that you're going to pair. It'll give you a message up here that says 3 cameras are paired. So when you're ready to record, you hit the record button like that, and all 3, as you can see right here, all 3 are recording right now. Now, shutting it off, that's something I'm running into right now, and I'm going to try to figure it out. But if you hit this button here, that should stop everything. Now if I hit the power down mode, will it shut everything off? And yes, it does. Okay. Great news, guys. Great, great, great news. It worked exactly as they said. It was a little bit cumbersome. I mean, I struggled with it for a bit. I did it off camera. The problem is when you go into the remote menu and select options multi-camera on, then press the shutter button to enable multiple controls. All right, I did that. Now that turns it on, and I don't know if it's going to be on all the time now or not. Let me test this. I'm going to turn the camera on. Now apparently you have to wait until it recognizes and wakes up all 3 cameras. There's one. Let's see what it's doing here. All right, it's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. Now I'm hoping I don't have to go into the options menu every time. There's the first one. There's the second one. Okay, it does take a little bit of time. It's recognized the second camera, and there is the third one. That was real time. Now it says 2 cams. So one of them is not woke up yet, even though it's on. And there's the third one. Now I have 3 cams. All right, so you saw the time that it took. It's a little bit lengthy, but it's really not a problem. Now when I'm ready to record, you hit the record button, and all 3 of these are recording right now, which is really great. To stop recording, you hit the record button, and to shut it down, you hit the mode, or this is a mode button too. You can switch modes and all that kind of thing. Right here, go from photo to time warp and back to video. But hold this down and it'll shut off all 3 cameras. Happy. Now they did say that in the multicam mode, the battery life is cut quite a bit. I don't know what quite a bit means, but all I know is that this thing, this little doodad here, really works. This thing worked exactly like it was supposed to work. Again, it's a little bit cumbersome getting it set up. So let's look at real time here at what it takes to get this thing to go on. Okay. I'm going to put this on a stopwatch right now, and let's see how long it takes to fire these all off. I got 2 cameras, waiting for the third. We're a minute in. Third one, and 3 cameras, yes, stop. All right, 1 minute and 13 seconds is what it took to get all 3 cameras to fire off at the same time. That's really not that bad. It is a little lengthy, but I know that this thing will work the way I want it to work. Hi guys, I just did the test again, and for some reason the speed really got quicker to link in all 3 cameras. So what I want to do now is talk about these different modes. Right here at the wrench, that is your setting and down button. This is the star is a shortcut button. I don't know what the shortcut means, so I'm going to try to find out. You press and hold this for about 3 seconds to set the current sub mode or shortcut sub mode. After that, the shortcut button will immediately jump to a shortcut within the sub mode. So you want to do your settings and set this up as a shortcut, you can do that. This is right here is the shutter button to start and stop recording and video and take photo and all that kind of good stuff. And then there's your power button right here. Really easy. I don't really see a real problem with this. Well guys, you know, I am absolutely ecstatic that a product I ordered actually does what it said it's going to do. It was cumbersome getting the setup done for multiple cameras. Now the trick to it, you've got to pair them all at the same time in the multi-camera option mode. If you just pair a single camera and then pair the second one as pair the third one and not be in the multi-cam mode, it won't work. So what I had to do is go into the multiple camera, turn it on, and turn that mode on, then go back in and repair all 3 cameras, and then it worked really fine. The feel of this particular product and the build quality, I think it's really good. I'm not going to have a complaint with that. I was a little bit nervous about the wrist strap because I've heard bad things about it, but to be honest with you, I don't see a problem with this at all. I can see me doing this on the kayak, just pull this over like that, and there you go. I've got my regular watch here, and then I have the remote. Let me do a quick little test here. I've started it. Let's see what's going on. I've got 3 cameras in front of me, and it's looking for them. There's the first one, it's turned on. The second one's turned on, and the third one there's the third one. So we're good to go. I mean, there's 1, 2, and 3 just like that. Now it hasn't got all 3 of them cammed up yet, but it will here shortly. Now it shows there goes the next one. You heard a little beep, and then that's 2 cams, and then there'll be another beep, and that'll be the 3rd camera. Now I've got 3 cameras set up, just a little bit of time I was talking to hit record. I hit the record button. Now all 3 cameras are recording right now. Okay. My 360 camera, which is the GoPro Max 360, which is this one right here, goes on a big pole on a floating tripod, so I can't get at that. Now the distance, they say, is over 200 feet. That is more than enough for me not to lose connection, because I lost connection on the Quick app all the time, and it really aggravated the heck out of me. Okay, all 3 have stopped, and then hit the shut off button or the power button, and all 3 cameras have shut off. So it worked, guys. I am really, really surprised and elated that this product worked. The GoPro one's been getting bashed pretty bad, the GoPro remote, and this one had a lot of pretty good reviews, but there was really nothing there to get me to where I needed to be. They had like this one has the RayGeek Smart Wi-Fi. That's what it says on this here, but then it comes out with a YOCTOP manufacturer. All I know is this thing works. Now they say you have a lanyard hole, and it's right here on the back. There's a lanyard hole, but there's no lanyard in the kit. So what you get is this magnetic charge cable. Now take note that when you're in multi-camera mode, guys, it's going to reduce the battery life of that remote. I don't know how much. Let's take a quick check. Let me see where we are. We're at 88%. We started at this at 100%, so I don't think it's going to be a real problem, to be honest with you. So Yes, this product works. It works great. I don't think you guys will be disappointed with this remote. It's supposedly waterproof. That's what they say, and I don't see any way water could get in. So it's supposedly waterproof, but water resistance is good enough for me because on the kayak I'm going to be doing this thing. And the great thing is I'll be able to have this remote on my wrist or on this wrist to be able to operate all 3 cameras simultaneously along with my Pocket 2 in the center. So I'll be able to have 4 cameras running. I have the Pocket 2 on the application on the phone and have the other 3 operating simultaneously without having to mess with the app, because you have to shut one camera off to bring the other camera back on and that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's how this remote works. It really works good. I'm going to give it 4 instead of 5, and the reason I gave it 4, the instructions on how to link multiple cameras was kind of cumbersome, but once I went through it a couple times, I was able to get it. So it could be just me. Anyway, thanks for watching.